Hello students, today we are going to solve Agniveer Vayu IAF Group Y paper 15th July 2021, Shift 1 paper. Before we start, a very best of luck to you all. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's begin with question number 1. Select the most appropriate antonym of the given word, abundant. Here the word is abundant. Antonym means the opposite meaning, right? Opposite meaning of the given word, abundant. Opposite meaning. Here abundant means cease to support or look after. So to look after or cease to support. For example, her natural mother had abandoned her at an early age. Right? Here we need to choose the antonym of abandon. That means opposite word of the abandon. Right? Here the option 1, quit. Quit means leave. Usually permanently leave. Right? So permanently leave. Permanently leave. For example, she quit her job in a pizza restaurant, right? So second word, resign. So voluntarily leaves a job or office. Here it is voluntarily leave. Voluntarily leave is called resign. For example, he resigned from the company in protest of the treatment of his co-workers, right? Here, third word is surrender. So surrender means give in to. Give in to. He has surrendered to panic and is making things worse. Right? Here, the first 3 words are synonyms of abandon. So, which gives same meaning. Right? Synonyms. Synonyms of the given word abandon, which gives the same meaning. Right? Whereas the last word acquire. Acquire means buy or obtain. Buy or obtain for oneself. For oneself. For example, I managed to acquire all the books I needed, right? So which gives opposite meaning of the given word abundant, right? Therefore, acquire is antonym of the given word abundant. So abundant means to look after, or another meaning is cease to support, whereas acquire means buy or obtain for oneself, right? Therefore, option D is the right answer, which is antonym of the given word abundant. Question number 2, verb form of adorable is. Here, verbs are the action words in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing, right? For example, she helps me. She helps me, right? Here, subject is she and object is me, right? And what is she doing? She is helping me. Therefore, here verb describes what the subject is doing, right? Therefore, she helps me, right? Here, help is verb. Verb is help. She is helping me or she helps me, right? And these verbs may be formed from adjectives or nouns. So, I'll consider the same example, right? So, she is helpful to me. I'll consider the example, same meaning, right? She is helpful to me, right? Here, she is the subject. Here, helpful is not the verb. It is an adjective. Adjective, right? Therefore, the verb help, here help is verb, right? So, this verb is formed from adjective, which is helpful, right? So I'll take another example. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, right? Here sharing, the whole word is a noun. Sharing is a noun here, right? So here is helping verb. It's just a helping verb. Helping verb, right? So here verb form of sharing is share. Share is verb, right? Therefore, this verb share is formed from a noun, right? Therefore we can say verbs may be formed from adjectives or nouns, right? So verbs may be formed from adjectives or nouns, right? Therefore here, so consider the given word adorable. So is adorable an adjective or a noun? So if you consider adorable as an adjective, right? So consider adorable as an adjective. Adorable. Verb form of adorable. So some verbs are made from adjectives by removing or replacing suffixes. Here suffix is able, A-B-L-E. This is suffix, right? So replace this suffix by E. It becomes adore, right? So I'll repeat, some verbs are made from adjectives. Here adjective is adorable. So it is made from adjectives by removing or replacing suffixes. So you can remove the suffix. So in some cases you have to replace the suffix by E. Then only you will get the verb, right? So here in this case verb is adore. Therefore option B is the right answer, right? In some situations, say for example, helpful. Here helpful is an adjective. So you have to just remove the suffix, which is full, right? You no need to replace the suffix by E. Just remove the suffix, you will get the verb help, right? In case of creative, for example, I'll take another example. Creative is an adjective, right? Here the suffix is IVE. IVE is the suffix. So replace by E, right? You will get create, C-R-E-A-T-E, a verb, right? Therefore, in the same manner, so in case of adorable, verb form of adorable is adore. Option B is the right answer. Students, here is a passage. Based on this, we need to answer the questions from 3 to 6. Here is a direction. Given below is a short passage followed by some items based on the passage. First, read the passage and answer the items based on it. You are required to select your answers based on the contents of the passage and the opinion of the author only. WHO, World Health Organization, is bringing the world's scientists and global health professionals together to accelerate the research and development process and develop new norms and standards to contain the spread of the coronavirus pandemic and help care for those affected. The R&D blueprint has been activated to accelerate diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics for this novel coronavirus. The solidarity of all countries will be essential to ensure equitable access to COVID-19 health products. WHO is gathering the latest international multilingual scientific findings and knowledge on COVID-19. The global literature cited in the WHO COVID-19 database is updated daily, Monday to Friday, from searches of bibliographic databases, hand searching, and the addition of the other expert referred scientific articles. Here the question is, the most suitable title of the passage would be. Here students, the passage explains how research is going throughout the world to develop new norms and standards to control the spread of the coronavirus pandemic. Therefore, the suitable title of the passage would be Global Research on Coronavirus. Option A. Question 4. What is the purpose of WHO, World Health Organization? Have a look at the first line. WHO is bringing the world's scientists and global health professionals together to accelerate the research and development process and develop new norms and standards to contain the spread of the coronavirus pandemic and help care for those affected. So based on this line, so choose the correct answer. Here the purpose of WHO is to boost up the research work to control the spread of coronavirus pandemic, right? Therefore, option A will be the right answer, whereas option B, to boost up the vaccination drive, is wrong. To motivate people to wear mask is also wrong, and to determine the root cause of coronavirus is also wrong. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 5. What is the basic necessity to confirm the equal distribution of COVID-19 health product? Students, have a look at these lines. The solidarity of all countries will be essential to ensure equitable access to COVID-19 health products. And WHO is gathering the latest international multilingual scientific findings and knowledge on COVID-19, right? So from these lines, we can conclude that the basic necessity to confirm the equal distribution of COVID-19 health product is agreement between the countries. Option C is the right answer. Whereas the remaining options, more production of COVID-19 health product is wrong. Less production of COVID-19 health product is also wrong. And disagreement between the countries is absolutely wrong, right? Therefore, so the basic necessity is the agreement between the countries, right? Option C. Question 6. Which of the following words could replace the word solidarity as used in the passage? Here the word solidarity means unity or agreement of feelings or action, especially among individuals with a common interest, mutual support within a group. For example, factory workers voiced solidarity with the striking students. So solidarity means unity or agreement. Unity or agreement. Agreement of feeling or action. Feeling or action. Action. So especially among individuals with a common interest or mutual support within a group, right? So here, look at the options. Unanimity, division, anonymous, and disharmony. Here, unanimity means, again, agreement by all people involved, right? Therefore, so unanimity could replace the word solidarity in the given passage. Therefore, unanimity is the right answer. So means agreement. Agreement by all people involved. Whereas the remaining words, division, anonymous, so and disharmony. So division means, so the action of separating something into parts or process of being separated. So separating. Whereas anonymous means not identified by name, of unknown name, right? So of unknown name, anonymous. So which doesn't give the same meaning of solidarity, right? So whereas the last one, disharmony. Disharmony means lack of harmony or agreement. So lack of agreement. Therefore, so unanimity could replace the word solidarity, right? Option A. Question 7. Choose the correct alternative which can be substituted for the given sentence. One with unlimited power. Here, one with unlimited power is called autocrat. Option B is the right answer. Whereas chirographer. Chirographer means an expert in writing by hand. So, expert in writing by hand. By hand. Whereas funambulist. Funambulist means one who walks on ropes. One who walks on ropes. Whereas the last word, obstetrician. Obstetrician means the doctor who attends to child delivery. So the doctor who attends to child delivery. Delivery is called obstetrician. So whereas autocrat means the one who with unlimited power, right? So the one with unlimited power is called autocrat. Option B is the right answer. Question 8. Choose the appropriate answer for the given sentence. He agreed dash me. So here he is the subject. Subject is he. Agreed is verb. There should be a preposition here. Preposition. And me is object. Me is object. Here object is a person. Me is a person, right? So whenever in a sentence object is a person, we need to use the preposition with. Right? So for this particular phrase, we need to use with preposition. Therefore, so we'll consider option C. Right? Here object is a person. Therefore, suitable preposition is with. With. Now consider the remaining choices. So option A, upon. Upon is also a preposition. Right? Here, if the object is a non-controversial thing, say for example, I'll take one sentence. A meeting place was agreed upon by the board members. Here, the board members is the object which is non-controversial, which is ultimate, right? Therefore, if the object is a non-controversial one, non-controversial, we use the preposition upon. Right? A meeting place was agreed upon by the board members. Therefore, we use agreed upon. Agreed upon. So next comes to preposition. To. Right? So if the object is some concept or thing. Right? So after subject, verb and preposition, right? If the object is a thing or concept, not a person, we use the preposition to, right? If the object is a thing or concept, we use the preposition to. Say, for example, he agreed to dance. He agreed to go to the market, right? For example, dance is a concept. To go to a market. Market is a thing or place, right? Therefore, he agreed to go to the market, or he agreed to dance, right? Or he agreed to decide. So decide is a concept here. Therefore, we use to preposition here. So if the object is a thing or concept, right? So thing or concept, agreed to dance, agreed to decide. So for the given sentence, he agreed dash me. Since the object is a person, we use the preposition with. So option C is the right answer. Question 9. Choose the appropriate answer for the given sentence. The train runs dash Mumbai and New Delhi. So here students, when we are speaking about two places, we use the preposition between. Option D is the answer. The train runs between Mumbai and New Delhi. Right? Here Mumbai and New Delhi are two different cities situated in geographically different areas. Therefore, we use the preposition between Mumbai and New Delhi. Right? So between would mean that the train runs across these two cities. That means the train runs from Mumbai to New Delhi to Mumbai. Again, it goes to New Delhi, comes back to Mumbai, like that. Right? So the connection that is created between these two cities. Whereas the other options, from, far and towards, here from is used to speak about a starting point. Hence, when we use from, it would mean that the train starts from both Mumbai and New Delhi separately. Either the train starts from Mumbai or New Delhi. So at a time, the same train cannot start from Mumbai and New Delhi, right? Therefore, from cannot be used. Whereas for, so the preposition for, so it would mean that the reason for the train running is so that the people can reach Mumbai and New Delhi. Whereas towards, so towards means to travel in the direction of something, which once again is wrong. right? So to travel in the direction of something, If train start from Mumbai, so it is traveling towards New Delhi. Travel in the direction of New Delhi, right? Whereas from means the train starts from Mumbai, from this place. For means, so for the favor of people, the train runs for, right? The place or people. Therefore, the proper preposition is between Mumbai and New Delhi. Question 10. Choose the correct meaning of the following phrase or idiom. Good things come to those who wait. Here the meaning of the phrase, good things come to those who wait, is if you are patient, you will get what you want. Right? For example, when investing, it pays to be patient. Remember that good things come to those who wait. Right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Be patient. Right? So the correct meaning of good things come to those who wait is be patient. Be patient. Option D. Question 11. Change the voice. They have built a perfect dam across the river. Here, change the active voice to passive voice. Right? Here, the given sentence is in the form of active voice. Active voice. Change this to passive, right? So while changing active voice to passive voice, we need to follow some rules. Here, we'll take the given sentence. They have built a perfect dam across the river. Here, they is subject, right? Subject is they. Next comes a helping verb, which is have, right? So helping verb is have here. Next comes built. Built is the past participle form of the verb build, right? So past participle form of verb. Generally, we'll consider it as V3, third form of verb, right? Built a perfect dam. So here a perfect dam is object, and followed by across the river, right? So object, a perfect dam, across the river is extra here. So we'll focus on this part. They have built a perfect dam. Here subject is they, helping verb is have, past participle of verb is built, a perfect dam. A perfect dam is object, right? So let us change this to the passive voice, right? So while considering the passive voice, interchange the subject and object of the active voice. That means subject of the active voice becomes object and object of the active voice becomes subject of the passive voice, right? So we'll start with subject. So subject of the passive voice is object of the active voice. It is a perfect dam. So we'll start with a perfect dam. Here the order is subject. Next comes helping verb. I'll write it as HV, helping verb, right? Then comes been, right? Next comes past participle of the verb. Next comes by. Next comes object. So in passive voice form, so the order of the sentence is subject, helping verb, been, past participle of the verb, by, object. That means a perfect dam. Since a perfect dam is in singular form, so helping verb should be has. A perfect dam has been, then V3 form. So third form of verb is built. Has been built by. Here, subject of the active voice, they, becomes object of the passive voice. So here, by is there it should be them. By them. A perfect dam has been built by them, and the remaining thing is across the river. Built by them across the river. Look at the options. A perfect dam has been built by them across the river. Option D, right? Has been built by them across the river. Option D is the right answer. Question 12. Change the narration. The boys said, "Hurrah, we won the match." Here this sentence is in direct narration, right? So direct speech or direct narration. We need to convert this direct speech into indirect speech, right? For that, we need to follow some rules or steps. So here, so while converting direct speech to indirect speech, first we need to remove the commas and inverted commas, right? So the first rule is remove commas and inverted commas. Commas and inverted commas. Inverted commas, right? So in the sentence, the boys said, so after that there is a comma, remove that, and after that there is an inverted comma, so remove that, right? Hurrah, we won the match, right? Here the second step is use that in the sentence. So we need to use that. So where to use this that, right? So the boys said after that, so in place of comma we need to use that, right? And the third rule is, so in indirect narration, the interjectional words or phrases are omitted, right? And the emotion is expressed through other words. Here it is given that the verb is said. So in place of said, here emotion is expressed. For example, exclaim, cry out, pray, or wish, right? So in place of said, we need to write the emotion. So in the below options, the boys exclaimed with joy. Here the emotion is joy, right? Therefore, in place of said, we need to write the proper emotion, right? So therefore, words or phrases, particularly here the verb should be omitted. In place of that, we need to write the emotion, right? Emotion is expressed through other words. So in place of verbs, we need to write proper emotional verbs, right? So the next rule is, so the note of exclamation is replaced by a full stop. Here is an exclamation. Hurrah, we won the match. So we need to remove this exclamation. So remove, or we'll directly take it as replace exclamation by a full stop. So we need to replace this exclamation by full stop, not exactly here, right? Here we are not using hurrah word in indirect narration, right? So therefore, so we'll consider indirect narration of the given sentence. Indirect narration, according to the rule, first remove commas and inverted comma, then use that, and before that we need to use proper verb here. Therefore, so we'll start with the boys exclaimed with joy. Exclaimed with joy, right? So here we need to remove comma. So in place of that, use the word that. The boys exclaimed with joy that, right? So now present perfect tense in the direct speech changes to past perfect tense. Here in the direct speech, direct narration, it is hurrah, we have won the match. Here it is in present perfect tense, right? So therefore in indirect narration, so this present perfect tense will become past perfect tense, and this we becomes they, because we are telling in indirect narration, right? Therefore, so the boys exclaimed with joy that they have, right? They had, it becomes had. So present perfect tense to past perfect. Past perfect. right? If the sentence in the inverted comma is present continuous tense, it becomes a past continuous tense in the indirect narration, right? So here it is in the present perfect tense, the sentence inside the inverted comma, right? So in the indirect narration, it becomes past perfect tense. So therefore that they had won the match. They had won the match. Therefore, indirect narration of the given statement or the sentence is the boys exclaimed with joy that they had won the match, right? So look at the options. So option, the boys exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. Option B is the right answer. Question 13, fill in the blank with correct answer. You dash wasting your parents' money. So in the given sentence, you is subject. Subject is you, right? And the verb is wasting. Verb is wasting, right? So in between subject and verb, there is a small portion called helping verb. Helping verb. Right? Students, subjects and verbs must agree with one another in numbers. So if the subject is you, always we need to use the plural helping verb, that is are or were. If it is in past tense, we have to use you were or you are, right? So among the four options here, are is the proper helping verb for you, right? You are wasting your parents' money, right? Your parents' money. If the subject is he, the helping verb should be he is, right? So the pronoun you is always followed by a plural verb, whereas pronoun he is followed by singular verb, right? Therefore, you is followed by plural verb. He is followed by singular verb. Singular verb. Similarly, she. She is also followed by singular verb. Similarly, it. It is. Right? So, she is wasting your parents' money, or he is wasting your parents' money. So, but for you, pronoun you, we have to use helping verb as are or were, right? The plural verbs, right? You are wasting your parents' money. So, in the given options, option A is the right answer. Question 14. Fill in the blank with the correct answer. There is no limit dash human desires. Here the correct preposition is there is no limit to human desires. Option A is the right answer. Here the meaning of the phrase limit to is to make something exist or happen only in a particular place or within a particular group. For example, violent crime is not limited to big cities, right? So the phrase limit of, limit at, and limit on is grammatically incorrect, right? Therefore, there is no limit to human desires. Option A. Question 15. Find out which part has an error and mark it as your answer. If there is no error, mark no error as your answer. I inquired of him. A part, why he is so negligent. B part, in his studies is C part, no error is D part. In the given sentence, here the A part is in past tense. I inquired of him. So which is in past tense. So A part is in past tense. Right, moving further, I inquired of him why he is so negligent. Here B part is in present tense, right? It should be in past tense, right? Therefore, so this should be replaced by is part should be replaced by was. I inquired of him why he was so negligent in his studies, right? Therefore, B part has an error. Therefore, option B is the right answer. So the correct sentence should be, I inquired of him why he was so negligent in his studies, right? Option B is the answer. Question 16. In the following sentence, 4 words or phrases have been underlined. One of them is incorrect. Choose the incorrect word or phrase from the options. Here is the given sentence. Mathematics will taught in his school by Rahul sir. Here, 4 phrases have been underlined. Will taught in his school by Rahul sir. Right? So, in this, this whole sentence is in the form of passive voice. Passive voice. Right? So in passive voice, the first part is subject. So subject is mathematics here. Mathematics. So after the subject, there is a helping verb which is will. Will. So mathematics will. Since the sentence is in passive voice, so there is by. And the verb is in past participle form, right? So after the helping verb, so there will be verb, so which is in past participle form, right? So past participle. Therefore, the verb is taught. So mathematics will, whenever there is a helping verb will followed by a past participle form, right? So there should be a word be. This completes the sentence. Mathematics will be taught. So in case there is a helping verb shall, will, shall, there also should be a be. So shall be taught, will be taught, right? Like this. Mathematics will only in passive voice form, right? So mathematics will be taught in his school, by Rahul sir. Therefore, there is an error in will taught. So it should be will be taught. Therefore, option A is the answer. Question 17. Fill in the blank with the correct answer. Dilip Kumar dash Filmfare Awards for his Indian films. Received Filmfare Awards, will receive in Filmfare Awards, will be receiving, and none of these are the options. Here Dilip Kumar is an Indian actor who is no more with us. Therefore, we need a verb in the past tense to fill the blank. Therefore, here the proper verb is received. He received Filmfare Awards. Right? So option A is the right answer. Whereas will receive is in the future tense. Right? Will be receiving. So this is in future continuous tense. Right? So future tense and future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. So these two, B and C, will not be the answer. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Dilip Kumar received Filmfare Awards for his Indian films. Question 18. Fill in the blank with the correct answer. You and dash are going to meet on Sunday. Here, students, we need to fill the proper pronoun, right? So, proper pronoun we need to fill. Here, me, I, and him, and none of these are the options. Here in this case, we use you and I are going to meet on Sunday because we use pronoun I when the person speaking is doing the action either alone or with someone else. Here a person is speaking here to another person, right? He is doing the action. You and I are going to meet on Sunday, right? So here option B is the right answer. Whereas option A is me. So we use the pronoun me when the person speaking is receiving the action of the verb in some way, either directly or indirectly. For example, Henry told Tia and me to wait for him. So here is a person Henry. He is Henry. Henry told Tia, another person, Tia, and me, right? He told Tia and me to wait for him. Therefore, we use the pronoun me. So, Tia and me. So, here we are not using I. So, he told on behalf of him, he is telling. So, this person I is telling, right? Henry told Tia and me to wait for him. Therefore, we use the pronoun me here, right? So, whereas in this case, you and I. So here the person person who is speaking is directly telling. So that means when the person speaking is doing the action either alone or someone else, we use the pronoun I. You and I are going to meet on Sunday, right? So option B is the right answer. Question 19. Pick out the correctly spelled word from the given words. Here option A, B, C, D are given. Here option A is the right answer. Generally, Generally is the correctly spelled word. Generally. So meaning is by or to most people. To most people. To most people is the meaning of the word generally. For example, he is generally considered to be a good doctor. Right? So generally. Option A. Question 20. Choose the word that means the same as the given word. That means we need to find the same meaning of the given word, rectify. Here, rectify means to correct something that is wrong, right? To correct something that is wrong. That is wrong, right? Among the four options, option D is the right answer. So meaning of the word rectify is correct, whereas the other three words incorrect, generate and destroy. So here incorrect means not right or true. So not right or not true. Whereas generate means to produce or to create something. So to produce or to create something. So destroy means to damage something so badly that it can no longer be used or no longer exists. To damage. Therefore, option D gives correct meaning of the given word rectify. Question 21. Indian Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on. Here option C is the right answer. On 26th November 1949, the Indian Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly. Here the first meeting of Constituent Assembly was presided by Dr. Sachidananda Sinha. So first meeting of Constituent Assembly was presided by Dr. Sachidananda Sinha. And Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected the president of the Constituent Assembly on December 11th, 1946. So, president of Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So, it was on 11th December 1946. Right? So, after 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, right, the Constituent Assembly held 11 sessions and it took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to frame the Constitution, right? So, it took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to frame, and on 26 November 1949, that means after 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, Indian Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly, right? And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. So chairman was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The Constituent Assembly held 11 sessions and took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to frame Constitution. Therefore, option C is the right answer. On 26 November 1949, Indian Constitution was adopted by the Constituent Assembly. Question 22. For which sport did Mariyappan Thangavelu won Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award 2020? So for para-athletics, option D is the right answer. Here, Mariyappan Thangavelu is a Paralympic high jumper. He was a high jump. Paralympic high jumper. He represented India in the 2016 Summer Paralympic Games held in Rio de Janeiro in the men's high jump T42 category. So in 2016 Summer Paralympic Games. Paralympic Games held in Rio de Janeiro. In the men's high jump T42 category, he winning the gold medal in the finals. He is the India's first Paralympian gold medalist since 2014. So first Paralympian gold medalist. Gold medalist since 2004. Therefore, so Mariyappan Thangavelu won Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award 2020 for para athletics. Option D is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 23. MS Excel is used for documents, presentations, spreadsheets, sending message. Here option C is the answer. MS Excel is used for spreadsheet. Here a spreadsheet is a sheet of paper that shows accounting or other data in rows and columns. For example, so in rows and columns, these are the columns in a spreadsheet, and these are the rows, right? So these are the rows. Right? A spreadsheet is also a computer application program that stimulates a physical spreadsheet by capturing, displaying, and manipulating data arranged in rows and columns. Here in a spreadsheet, spaces that hold items of data are called cells. So these are the cells which I am showing here. So each space is called a cell, right? Cell. Therefore, option C is the answer. Question 24. Which Indian Prime Minister signed Panchasheel with China? Dr. Manmohan Singh, Mr. Narendra Modi, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Here, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, so Prime Minister of India, signed Panchasheel with China. So the Panchasheel or 5 Principles of Peaceful Coexistence was first formally signed on April 28, 1954. So 28 April 1954 between India and the Tibet region of China. So between India and Tibet region of China. The agreement was signed between then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and China's first Premier Prime Minister Zhou Enlai. The Panchasheel Agreement was about mutual relations and trade between India and Tibet territory of China. In April 1954, India, considering Tibet as a part of China, entered into an agreement with China on the principle of Panchasheel. The main points of the Panchasheel Agreement were peaceful coexistence. So, peaceful coexistence. Peaceful coexistence. Then mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty. Mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty. And third one, mutual non-interference. Mutual non-interference. So fourth point is mutual non-aggression. Mutual non-aggression. And fifth point is equality and mutual benefit. Equality and mutual benefit. These are the 5 points of the Panchashila agreement. So, and option is option C. So Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru signed Panchashila agreement with China. Question 25. Kaziranga National Park is famous for Siberian crane, one-horned rhinoceros, snow leopard, and crocodile. Here option B is the answer. It is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. Kaziranga National Park is located in the Golghat and Nagaon district of Assam. So Golghat and Nagaon districts of Assam. The popular national park is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. 2/3 of the world's great one-horned rhinoceros live in the park. So 2/3 of world's great one-horned rhinoceros live in the park. The national park is also recognized as an important bird area, IBA. IBA means important bird area, making it not only an ideal wildlife sighting destination in India. In 1908, Kaziranga was designated a reserve forest. In 1908, so designated as reserved forest. Reserved forest. Therefore, option B. So, Kaziranga National Park is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. Option B is the answer. Question 26. Children's Day is celebrated on. So, option B is the answer. 14th November. Children's Day is celebrated in India on November 14 every year as a tribute to Jawaharlal Nehru. So, as a tribute to Jawaharlal Nehru, who was born on November 14th, 1889. Jawaharlal Nehru, who was fondly called Chacha Nehru or simply Chachaji, was known for his love for children. Prior to 1964, India celebrated Children's Day on 20th November. So before, it was 20th November. On 20th November, which was observed as the Universal Children's Day by the United Nations. So later it is being celebrated on November 14th, right? Each year, every year. Question 27. What is the capital of Tripura? Tripura is a state. Its capital is Agartala. Option C is the answer here. Udaipur in Tripura is the city nearest to the Tropic of Cancer. Tripura, even though it falls under the northeastern part of India, so it falls under northeastern part. So here, northeastern part of India, it's a hot place because, so in Tripura city, Udaipur in Tripura is the city nearest to Tropic of Cancer. It is nearest to Tropic of Cancer. So Udaipur city is nearest to Tropic of Cancer. So it is a hot place. So therefore, here for this question, capital of Tripura is Agartala. Option C. Question 24. If 64 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 64 by 4 raised to x, then what is the value of x? Here students will write 64 as 4 raised to 3. Right? 4 cube is 64. 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 4 is 64. Right? So we'll write 64 raised to x plus 1 as 4 raised to 3 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to, again 64. We'll write it as 4 cube divided by 4 raised to x, right? We know that a raised to m whole raised to n is a raised to m into n, right? Apply the same identity here. 4 raised to 3 whole raised to x plus 1 is 4 raised to 3 into x plus 1 is equal to, we know that a raised to m by a raised to n is a raised to m minus n. So apply the same identity to the RHS part. We'll write a raised to m minus 1, 4 raised to 3 minus x, right? Therefore, we can equate the powers here, right? Therefore, 3 into x plus 1 is equal to 3 minus x. Otherwise, we'll write 3x plus 3 as 3 minus x. Therefore, 4x, take this minus x to LHS, it becomes 4x is equal to 3 minus 3. So, when this 3 goes to RHS, it becomes minus 3. Therefore, LHS is equal to 0. Therefore, value of x is also 0. So, if 4x is equal to 0, then value of x becomes 0. Therefore, option B is the answer. Value of x is 0. Question 29. The length and breadth of a rectangle is 4 cm and 3 cm respectively. A square is drawn on diagonal of a rectangle. Find the area of the square. So let us consider a rectangle here. Its length and breadth are given, right? So length is 4 cm. 4 cm is the length, 3 cm is the breadth. And a diagonal is drawn and a square is drawn on the diagonal. Consider diagonal of the rectangle. And square is drawn on the diagonal means considering diagonal as one of the sides of a square, right? So means like this. If you consider this as a square, right? Here diagonal of the rectangle becomes one of the sides of the square, right? Therefore, the meaning of a square is drawn on diagonal of rectangle means diagonal of the rectangle. So, diagonal of the rectangle becomes one of the sides of the square. Now, we need to find the area of the square. So, area of the square. For that, we need the side of the square. Here, if we find the measure of the diagonal, easily we can find the area of the square, right? Therefore, we'll consider triangle. If you consider ABCD as the rectangle, right? ABD becomes a right angle triangle, right? Since BD is the diagonal, ABD becomes right angle triangle. BD is the diagonal here, right? So in a right angle triangle, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem, right? So according to Pythagoras theorem, diagonal square. In case of a right angle triangle, diagonal square is equal to, so with this particular case, so we can consider AB as breadth, right? Breadth square plus length square. Square of the length. Since breadth is 3 square plus length is 4, it becomes 4 square. So it is 9 plus 16, which is 25. Therefore, diagonal. So diagonal becomes root of 25, which is 5 centimeter, right? Here we need area of the square. Therefore, area of the square, by the formula, it is square of its side, right? Side square. So side is nothing but diagonal of the rectangle, so which is 5 centimeter. So it becomes 5 square, which is 25. Unit is square centimeter. Since side is 5 centimeter, area becomes 25 square centimeter. Therefore, area of the square is 25 square centimeter, option C. Question 30. A train of length 300 meters traveling at a speed of 54 km per hour crosses a signal tower at a certain time. How much should its speed be increased so that it may take 5 seconds less than its usual time? So consider a train of length 300 meters traveling at a speed of 54 km per hour. And it crosses a signal tower. Consider a signal tower, right, at certain time, right? So in first case, we need to consider the time taken by the train. This is the train. If you consider time taken by the train to cross the signal tower, that means it has to cover its own length to cross the tower. That means distance covered by the train is its own length, which is 300 meter will be the distance with speed of 54 km per hour. Using these two data, we need to find time taken by the train to cross the signal tower. So we know that speed is distance by time. Speed is distance by time, right? Using this formula, we need to find time taken by the train to cross the signal tower. In the second case, here it is given that how much should its speed be increased so that it may take 5 seconds less than its usual time. So, for example, we have calculated T1, which is time taken by train to cross the signal tower. So, in terms of seconds, we had calculated, right? Say, for example. So, in the second case, if the time is 5 seconds less than the usual time, so if T2 is T1 minus 5 seconds, right? So if the train takes this much time, T1 minus 5 seconds, to cover the same distance, which is 300 meter. So what will be the speed? If the time is less, speed becomes more. That means train takes less time to cover the same distance. Therefore, its speed has to be increased, right? Therefore, so we need to find increase in the speed. So compare its original speed 54 km per hour with the new speed, right? Therefore, we can easily find the increase speed. Let us go step by step. So in the first case, when train crosses the signal tower with the speed 54 km per hour, and the distance is 300 meter, right? Here we'll consider distance. Distance is 300 meter and the speed is 54 kilometer per hour. So express this speed in terms of meter per second since the distance is in terms of meter, right? So 54. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So the distance is in terms of meter. Per hour means divided by hour. Means 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Therefore, the speed is 54,000 divided by 3600 meter per second. You can still simplify. So it becomes, can cancel 2 zeros here. So 9 into 4, 9 into 6 and 4 into 15. So speed of the train is 15 meter per second. And it covers a distance of 300 meter. Therefore, time taken by train to cover 300 meter is, we'll consider this as T1. By the formula, time is distance by speed, right? Since speed is distance by time, time is distance by speed. Distance is 300 meters, speed is 15 meter per second. Therefore, T1 time is 20 seconds. So in 20 seconds, train covers 300 meters of distance, right? With the speed of 54 kilometer per hour or in meter per second, it is 15 meter per second, right? So in the second case, if the time is 5 seconds less than its usual time, so we'll consider the second case. If T2 is equal to, so its usual time is 20 seconds minus 5, which is 15 seconds. And train has to cover same distance. So distance is 300 meter. The question is, how much should its speed be increased? We'll find its speed, new speed. Therefore, new speed is equal to, by the formula, it is distance by time, distance by T2. So 300 by 15 second, it is 20 meter per second will be its new speed. So what is the increased speed? Its original speed was 15 meter per second and the new speed is 20 meter per second. Therefore, increased speed is its new speed minus original speed. So which is 20 minus 15, which is 5 meter per second. 5 meters per second is its increased speed. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 31. A shopkeeper sells 2 sofa sets, one at a loss of 15% and one at a profit of 15%. If the selling price of each sofa set is 39,100 rupees, find the percentage gain or loss in the whole transaction. Here, percentage gain or loss in the whole transaction is asked. For gain or loss, we need selling price and cost price both, right? So, in the whole transaction is mentioned. That means, so while finding percentage gain or loss, we need total selling price and total cost price of 2 sofa sets. I'll repeat, total selling price and total cost price of 2 sofa sets. Right? Here we can easily find total selling price. Since selling price of each sofa set is given 39,100. So selling price of 2 sofa sets is 2 times 39,100. So which is 78,200 rupees is the total selling price of 2 sofa sets. Here we need to find total cost price of 2 sofa sets. For that, here it is given that one sofa set was sold at a loss, another was sold at a profit. Based on these two data, loss and profit, we need to find cost price of each sofa set. Then we can easily find total cost price of 2 sofa sets, right? So let us go one by one. So once we find total selling price and total cost price, we can easily find profit or loss percentage, right? Therefore, let us consider sofa 1 case. So first sofa was sold at a loss. So here loss percentage is 15% and selling price is given 39,100. Each sofa was sold, right? So selling price is 39,100. Therefore, we need to find cost price. We know the loss percentage formula. Loss percentage is, so whenever cost price is greater than selling price, there will be a loss. Therefore, loss percentage is cost price minus selling price over the cost price into 100. Here we need to find cost price of the sofa, right? So loss percentage is 15 is equal to cost price minus selling price is 39,100 over the cost price, right? Into 100. Simplify it, you will get 15 into cost price, right? Is equal to 100 into cost price minus 39,100 into 100. So you will get 39,10,000, right? Therefore, so after rearranging 100 minus 15, 85, cost price is equal to 39,10,000 rupees. Therefore, cost price 39,10,000 divided by 85, you will get 85 into 4, right? Can we go for 4? So it becomes 340. So 46,000 rupees is the cost price of one sofa set which was sold at loss. Cost price of first sofa, right? Whereas sofa 2 was sold at a profit. Here profit percentage is given again 15%, right? And the selling price is already given. Again, it is 39,100 rupees. Therefore, cost price, right? So if there is a profit, then selling price is greater than cost price, right? Therefore, profit percentage is equal to, using this formula, selling price minus cost price over the cost price into 100, right? Substitute the values. Here, profit percentage is 15. Selling price is 39,100, right? 39,100 minus cost price we need to find over the cost price into 100. Therefore, 15 into cost price plus 100 into cost price is equal to 39,100 into 100. Right? Therefore, 115 into cost price is equal to 39,100 into 100 becomes So 39 lakh 10,000. Therefore, cost price of second sofa is 39 lakh 10,000 divided by 115. Right? So you will get 115. So you will get 34,000. 34,000 rupees as cost price of second sofa set. Right? So we have to find total cost price here. Right? Then only we can decide whether there is a loss or gain in the total whole transaction. Therefore, total cost price is cost price of first sofa is 46,000 rupees. Cost price of second one is 34,000 rupees. So it is 80,000 rupees is the total cost price of two sofa set, and the total selling price, so it is already given. So 39,100 into 2, so 78,200. 78,200 rupees is the total selling price. Here, cost price is greater than selling price, right? Therefore, there is a loss. There is a loss. Here, loss is cost price minus selling price. Cost price minus selling price is loss. Therefore, 80,000 minus 78,200. So, which is 78,200. Minute. Yes, 78,200 is equal to 1,800 rupees is the loss. Here we need loss percentage. Is it loss percentage? Find the percentage gain or loss. There is a loss. Therefore, loss percentage is equal to loss percent. Whether it is profit percentage or loss percentage, it is always over the cost price. By the formula, it is loss over the cost price into 100. Which means for some certain amount of cost price, here it is 80,000 cost price, there is a loss of 1,800 rupees. Therefore, for 100, right, we can cancel 2 zeros and again 2 zeros. 18 by 8, it becomes 8 into 2, 16. Then again 8 into 2, 16. 8 into 5, 40. Yes, 2.25 percentage loss, right? Therefore, loss percentage is 2.25%. Look at the options. So, loss of 2.25%, option D is the right answer. Question 32. If 3 women or 5 men can do a piece of work in 60 hours, then in how many hours 8 men and 12 women will complete that work? Here, students, 3 women, 5 men, and 8 men and 12 women, right? So these indicate number of persons who are going to complete some amount of work. So we'll consider W as work to be done. So in general case, we'll consider, so W as work to be done, right? So to complete this work, some persons are going to work, right? So we'll consider M as persons, right? Number of persons who are going to complete that work, right? So to complete that work, they take some number of days or some number of hours, right? So we'll consider D as time taken to complete that work. Time taken to do the work. Right? So in general case, we'll consider W, M and D as work to be done by some number of persons in some time interval, right? Respectively, W, M and D, right? Here are two different situations, right? Consider the question here, first part of the question. 3 women can complete some piece of work in 60 hours. Same piece of work can be done by 5 men in same number of hours, right? Therefore, we can write 3 women is equal to 5 men. It is nothing but efficiency of 3 women is equal to efficiency of 5 men, right? Therefore, we can write 1 man is equal to 3 by 5 women, right? In general terms, we are writing 1 man is equal to 3 by 5. After rearranging this one man is equal to 3 by 5 women. Consider this as equation 1, right? Moving further. So come to the second part of the question. In how many hours 8 men and 12 women will complete the work? So in order to move further, so let us come to another concept, right? Here are two situations. 3 women can complete a piece of work in 60 hours, right? So here M1 be the number of persons who are going to complete the work. Here 3 women are completing the work, right? In some number of hours, right? So what is that? 60 hours. So we'll consider D1 as time taken to complete the work. Let W1 be work to be done. Therefore, M1 D1 by W1 is equal to, in another case, we'll consider 5 men. Here, 5 men can do same amount of work in 60 hours. Therefore, M2 is number of persons or number of men who are going to complete the work. And D2 is time taken by them. So same, here in this case it is same 60 hours divided by W2. So amount of work they are going to do. So general formula which relates number of persons, here M1 and M2 are number of persons, and D1 and D2 are time taken to complete the work, right? In two different situations, so D1 and D2, these two are time taken to complete the work. So W1 and W2 are works to be done, right? So if M1 completes W1 amount of work, right? So say for example, W1 and W2 are two different works done by M1 and M2 separately in D1 and D2 amount of time, right? So separately. So general formula is M1 D1 by W1 is equal to M2 D2 by W2. So here in this particular case, W1 is equal to W2, right? Here W1 is equal to W2, right? Because same amount of work has to be done here, right? And time is same. D1 is equal to D2. Time is also same. Therefore, so it depends on efficiency of men and women. Therefore, we are writing 3 women is equal to 5 men. Therefore, 1 man is equal to 3 by 5 women. Right? So here the question is, in how many hours 8 men and 12 women will complete the work? If 1 man is 3 by 5 women, so what is 8 men? Therefore, 8 men is equal to 8 into 3 by 5 women. That means efficiency of 8 men is equal to 8 into 3 by 5 into efficiency of women, right? So 24 by 5 women. 8 men is equal to 24 by 5 women. In general terms, we are writing, right? Now consider work done by 8 men and 12 women. Therefore, work done by 8 men and 12 women. So which is nothing but 8 men plus work done by 12 women. Right? 8 men is nothing but 24 by 5 women. Right? 24 by 5 women plus 12 women. Right? Therefore, so we can directly add 24 by 5 plus 12. So it is 60 plus 24, 84 by 5. So work done by 8 men and 12 women is 84 by 5 into efficiency of women. Right? 84 by 5 times efficiency of women. Right? Here, the question is, in how many hours? So here, work done is same. W1 is equal to W2. So in how many hours they are asking? Therefore, work done. General formula is work is efficiency into time, right? So work done by 8 men and 12 women is nothing but 84 by 5 into women, right? So here amount of work is same. W1 is equal to W2. So this many amount of work has been done by 3 women in 60 hours. right? 3 women in 60 hours can do a piece of work. In 60 hours, they can do a piece of work. Same amount of work has been done by 8 men and 12 women in how many hours? The meaning is here, right? Therefore, so we apply the formula of M1 D1 by W1 is equal to M2 D2 by W2. From this formula, right? So in the LHS part, 3 women can complete a piece of work. Here, consider only the first part. Or else you can consider 5 men also, right? So 3 women can complete a piece of work in 60 hours, right? By W1, right? So W1 is work done. M2. So what is M2 here? So M2 is 8 men and 12 women, right? It is nothing but 84 by 5, right? So 84 by 5 women, right? Here it is 3 women. 84 by 5 women into, so how many number of days they are taking, that we need to calculate, D2 by W2. So they are going to do same amount of work, right? But W1 is equal to W2. We can cancel W1 and W2. Therefore, so 180 is equal to 84 by 5 D2. So here efficiency of women will get cancelled. So 180 is equal to 84 by 5 into D2. Therefore, D2 is equal to 180 into 5 by 84. So 4 into 2, 4 into 1, 4 into 4, 4 into 5. Again, it is divisible by 3. 3 into 7 is 21. 3 into 1, 3 into 5. So 75 by 7, right, hours. So 8 men, is it 8 men and 12 women can complete same amount of work in 75 by 7 hours, right? Is it hours or days, right? So time is in terms of hours. So 75 by 7 hours. So look at the options. Option C is the right answer. Question 33. If A is to B is equal to 2 is to 3, then what is the value of B square plus 2A square is to B square minus 2A square? Here, students, given that the ratio of A to B is given, right? 2 is to 3. That means A by B is equal to 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Therefore, we can write A as 2B by 3, right? Now, consider the expression B square plus 2A square. So, B square plus 2A square is equal to B square plus 2 into. So A is 2B by 3. Substitute this value. So A square becomes 2B by 3 the whole square. So it becomes B square plus 2 into 4B square by 9. Right? Therefore, B square plus 4 into 2, 8B square by 9. Here 9 is the LCM. So numerator becomes 9B square plus 8B square. So which is equal to 17B square by 9. Right? So consider the second expression. B square minus 2A square. Right? B square minus 2A square is equal to B square minus 2 into A square is again 2B by 3 the whole square. Right? B square minus 2 into 4B square by 9. So it is equal to B square minus 8B square by 9. Take 9 as LCM here. So 9B square minus 8B square is the numerator. So which is equal to B square by 9. So we need the ratio of first expression and second expression. Therefore, the required ratio is first expression is equal to 17 B square by 9 is to B square by 9, which is nothing but 17 B square by 9 by B square by 9. B square by 9 and B square by 9 will get cancelled. Therefore, we'll get 17 by 1 which is nothing but 17:1. Therefore, the required ratio is 17:1. Option A is the right answer. Question 34. P takes loan of 9,000 rupees at the rate of simple interest 8.5% for 2 years and 8 months. Then total amount to be returned by him will be. Here we need to find total amount. For that we use the formula amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Principal plus simple interest. Simple interest. Right? Here principal is 9,000 rupees. So the loan is called principal here. Right? At the rate of simple interest 8.5%. Here rate of interest is 8.5% for 2 years 8 months. Time period is 2 years 8 months. So students, to find amount we need principal and simple interest. Principal is given. Let us find simple interest. By the formula simple interest is equal to PTR by 100, where P is principal, T is time, and R is rate of, that means rate of interest, divided by 100. So substitute the values here. So 9,000 is the principal. So time is 2 years 8 months. So we'll take T as 2 years 8 months is nothing but, so 2 years means 24 months plus 8, which is 32 months. Right? In terms of years, it is 32 by 12 years, because 1 year is 12 months. Therefore, T is 32 by 12. So we'll substitute the value. T is 32 by 12 into rate of interest is 8.5% divided by 100. Right? Divided by 100. Now simplify it. So we'll take 9,000 into 32 into 8.5. So 32 into 8.5 becomes 272 divided by 12 into 100. So now take 272 divided by 12. So you will get 22.66. Right? So 9,000 divided by 100 into 22.666. It continues. Right? So we'll cancel 2 zeros. So 22.666, you can round off to 27, because in the options there are whole numbers, right? There are not any fractions. Therefore, we'll take whole number as 27, 22 as 23, not 27, 22 as 23. Or we can directly take round off the end answer, right? So 22.66 into 90. Right? You will get 2040. 2040 as simple interest. Right? As simple interest. It's only simple interest. Therefore, we need amount here. So amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Here principal is how much? 9,000 rupees plus 2,040. So 11,040 rupees is the amount he received. Right? So amount. So the total amount to be returned by him will be 11,040. Option C is the right answer. Question 35. The value of sine square 60 plus tan 45 degree minus cosecant square 45 degree is. Students, we know the value of sine 60. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Right? So tan 45. Tan 45 is always 1. 45 degree is always 1. Whereas cosecant 45. So cosec function is always inverse of sine. Right? Therefore, cosecant 45 is 1 by sine 45. Inverse of sine. Since sine 45 is 1 by root 2, it becomes 1 by root 2. It becomes root 2. Cosecant 45 is root 2. Substitute these values in the given expression. Sine square 60 becomes root 3 by 2 the whole square. Sine 60 whole square plus tan 45 is 1. minus cosecant square 45. Since cosec 45 is root 2, it becomes cosecant square 45 root 2 the whole square, right, is equal to root 3 square is 3 by 2 square is 4 plus 1 minus root 2 whole square is 2. So take 4 as LCM. Here 4 is LCM. So 3 plus, so 1 into 4 is 4 minus 4 into 2 is 8. So 7 minus 8 is minus 1 by 4 is the answer. So look at the options. Option B is the right answer. Question 36. Robert started from his house and walked 13 meter east. Then he takes a left and walked 7 meter. Then again he takes a left and walks 8 meter. He finally takes right and walked 5 meter. What is the shortest distance between his house and final point? So let us consider his starting point. So let H be his starting point, right? His house. And he walked 13 meter east. So towards east means this direction, right? He walked 13 meter east, right? Let his second position be A. Then he takes a left and walked 7 meter. So his left becomes this direction, right, towards north, right? So then he takes left and walked 7 meter. Again he takes a left and walks 8 meter. So again he takes left means towards west and walked 8 meter. 8 meter, right? So towards west he's walking. Then he finally takes right and walked 5 meter. So now he takes right. His right becomes again towards north, right? And walked 5 meter, right? And its final position be F and the remaining positions be B and C, right? Then what is the shortest distance between his house and final point? That means we need to find the distance between H and F. So let us join H and F here, right? H and F we are joining. 1 minute. Yes, we need to find distance between H and F. So for that, let us join C and this line. Let the point be D here for that. So to find the distance between H and F, so we'll consider triangle HDF. There we are using Pythagoras theorem, right? So here HF square is equal to FD square plus HD square, right? Due to Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Right. Here, what is HD? HD is the total distance HA. HA minus AD. HD is HA minus AD. HA is 13 minus AD is equal to BC. Right. So BC is nothing but 8 meter. 13 minus 8 is 5 meter. Therefore, HD square is 5 square. Whereas, what is FD? So, the total distance F to D is, so F to C is 5 meter. So, FD is FC plus CD, right? FC is 5 meter. CD is equal to AB, which is 7. So, which is 12, is equal to 12 meters. Therefore, HF square is equal to FD square, which is 12 square plus 5 square. 144 plus 25, which is 169. Therefore, HF, distance between his initial point and final point, is root of 169, which is 13 meter, right? So this is 13 meter is the shortest distance between his house and final point, right? Therefore, look at the options. Option C is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Question 37. Identify the diagram that best represents the relationship among the classes given below. Here, first class is set of bachelors, class teachers, and class fathers. Bachelors are nothing but the persons who have their bachelor degree, right? And the next set is set of teachers, and third one is fathers. So we'll consider set of bachelors first. So this is set of bachelors, right? And every teacher has his bachelor degree. That means a set of teachers is completely included in set of bachelors, right? So every teacher is a bachelor. That means every teacher has his bachelor degree, right? And the next set is set of fathers. So draw the set of fathers in this manner. So that this is set of fathers. So this portion which I'm showing now, it shows, so some teachers are fathers, right? This shaded portion shows some teachers are fathers. Whereas this portion I'm showing now, this portion indicates, so some fathers have their bachelor degree, right? This portion is a portion of bachelors, right? Therefore, some fathers are bachelors. That means they have their bachelor degree. Bachelor degree. Therefore, options are option A, right? Look at option A, which best best illustrates the relationship among the given classes. Bachelors, teachers, and fathers. So option A is the right answer. Question 38. A series is given in the following question. Find the term that will replace the question mark. Here the first number is 3, second number is 4. And the third number is 7, which is obtained when we add first and the second number. 3 plus 4 gives 7. Right? And the fourth number is 11, which is obtained by adding second and third number. Previous two numbers. So we have to add second and third number. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Whereas next number is 18. 18 is obtained by adding previous two numbers, which are 7 and 11 is equal to 18. Next number is 29 is obtained by adding previous two numbers. So 11 and 18 is equal to 29. Therefore, the last number should be, so a number by adding its previous two numbers, 18 and 29. 18 plus 29 is 47, right? 39, 47. Therefore, 47 is the last number. So option A is the right answer. Question 39. In a class of 60, the number of girls are twice that of boys. A boy named Kamal ranked 17th from the top. If there are 9 girls ahead of Kamal, how many boys are behind him in rank? Here, students, there are 60 students in the class. Total students are 60. Total students are 60. And number of girls are twice that of boys. So, number of girls is equal to 2 times number of boys, right? So therefore number of girls are, so girls are 40 in number. Out of 60, 40 are girls and remaining 20 are boys, right? Therefore the total number is 40 plus 20, it is 60, right? And it is given that a boy named Kamal ranked 17th from the top. So if you consider this as top rank, so boy named Kamal, Kamal's rank is 17th rank. He is the 17th student. 17th student is Kamal, right? That means there are 16 students. Before Kamal, there are 16 students who are ahead of Kamal. In that, 9 are girls. If there are 9 girls ahead of Kamal, right? So 9 are girls. 9 girls are there. Therefore, number of boys who are ahead of Kamal is equal to, so number of boys are 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. There are 7 boys who are ahead of Kamal. Here the question is, how many boys are there behind him in the rank? Right? Behind him means after 17th rank, how many boys are there? Right? So number of boys after 17th, since there are 20 boys. Right? So in that, 7 boys are ahead of Kamal, and Kamal is the 8th boy, right? Who is 8th boy? Who is in the 17th rank, 8th boy. And number of boys after Kamal are, remaining boys are, number of boys are, total number of boys, total boys minus boys ahead of Kamal, right? Minus Kamal, right? So there are 20 boys, right? So 20, I'll consider here 20 boys. In that, 7 boys are ahead of Kamal, minus 1 is Kamal. Therefore, number of boys after Kamal are 20 minus 8 is equal to 12, right? Therefore, 12 boys are behind Kamal in the rank, right? So, option C is the right answer. Question 40. If P is replaced by plus, Q is replaced by minus, R is replaced by into, and S is replaced by divided by, find the value of the following expression. Here is the expression. So we'll write 70S. Here S is replaced by divided by. We'll write it as divided by, 70 divided by, right? 7P. So 7P is replaced by plus here. We'll write it as plus. 21R. 21R is replaced by into 2Q. So Q is replaced by minus, 15 is the last number, is equal to, here students we are following BODMAS rule, right? While solving any mathematical expression or equation, we need to solve BODMAS rule. According to this, we need to remove the brackets first. B stands for brackets, next comes off part. So if there is any square or cube or square root or cube root part or percentage, so these parts should be solved first after removing brackets. Next comes division. We'll start with division. Here is 70 divided by 7, which is 10, plus 21 into 2 minus 15. Here comes multiplication followed by addition and subtraction. So let us go to the multiplication part. 10 plus 21 into 2 is 42 minus 15. So there comes addition. So 42 plus 10 is 52 minus 15 is equal to, so 42 minus 5, 37 is the answer, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 41. Which answer figure will complete the pattern in the following question figure? Here is the question figure. We need to fill the fourth part. If you consider these are first, second, third, and fourth parts. So we need to find the fourth figure here. For that, so we'll consider the center square portion. So which is like this, right? So we have to complete the square portion first. For that, we need to join these 2 points, right? So join these 2 points like this. Now, here is a triangular portion, right? In each part, there is a triangular portion. So, complete this, right? And from the center, there are 2 lines emerged and which are diverged. So, complete that part like this. Therefore, fourth figure looks like this. So, I'm drawing here. So, here is a triangular portion like this. Like this. From the center, if you consider this as center, from the center, there are 2 lines which are diverged like this. Therefore, the correct option for fourth figure is, or fourth part is option C. Look at option C. So from the center, there are two lines emerged which are diverged, and there is a triangular portion, this one, right? So option C is the right answer. Question 42. Two different positions of the same dice are shown below, the 6 faces of which are numbered 1 to 6. If 6 at the bottom of the dice, then find the number on the face opposite to the one having 6. That means we need to find opposite face of 6. Given that 6 at the bottom. So let us consider a dice. Let us imagine three-dimensional view of a dice, right? Like this. Like this, right? Here, two different positions of the same dice are given, right? Consider the first position, this position. Imagine 6 is the bottom face. We'll write 6 here. 6 is the bottom face. If 6 becomes bottom face, so let us take 2 as the left face, right? Since 2 and 4 are adjacent faces of 6, right? Immediate adjacent faces of 6. Here 4 becomes front face, right? Here 4 is the front face, 6 is bottom face, and 2 is the left face, right? Now consider the second position of the dice. So I'll draw here second position of the dice, like this, right? So in which rotate the dice in such a way that 2 becomes left face. We'll consider 2 as the left face, right? If we rotate the dice in anti-clockwise direction through 90 degree, in anti-clockwise direction, 2 becomes left face, right? So if 2 becomes left face, 3 becomes top face, right? And 5 becomes front face, right? 3 becomes top face, 5 becomes front face. So according to this diagram, already 4 is the front face, right? Therefore, again, we have to rotate the same dice. So I'll draw another dice, another face of dice, like this, right? Like this. When this dice is rotated, this position of the dice is rotated through 90 degree in clockwise direction. That means vertically. Vertically, when it is rotated, 5 becomes top face, 3 becomes back face. This becomes back face, keeping 2 as constant, right? Keeping 2 as constant or still, keeping 2 face, left face as still, rotate the dice in such a way that 3 becomes top face. That means we have to rotate the dice through 90 degree in clockwise direction vertically, right? So then 3 becomes back face, 5 becomes top face, and 2 is the left face, and the remaining faces are bottom and front face. According to this position, first position, 6 is the bottom face, 4 is the front face. Therefore, the question is opposite face having 6. So opposite face of 6 is 5, right? Therefore, opposite face of 6 is 5, which is top face, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 43. If the code for GHLKN is 3, OPCD is 10, then what is the code for open, OPEN? Here consider the first cluster of letters, GHLKN, right? Consider first and last letter. Positional value of G is 7, right? G is 7, N is 14, right? Now we add 7 and 14. Only first and last letters we need to add. 7 plus 14 is 21. Now add 2 and 1. you will get 3. Therefore, GHLKN is coded as 3. 3. Similarly, OPCD. Consider first and last letters. So, O and D. O is 15. D is 4. Now add 15 and 4. 15 and 4, you will get 19. Right? And 1 plus 9 is 10. Therefore, OPCD is coded as 10. Similarly, open. 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 So, positional value of O is 15. Of N, last letter is 14. So, 15 plus 14 is equal to 29. Now, we add 2 and 9. 2 digits. You will get 11. Right? Therefore, open is coded as 11. Option B is the right answer. Question 44. Select the option that is related to the third term in the same way as the second term is related to the first term. Pediatrics, children, therefore neurology. Here, pediatrics is a branch of medical science that deals with children. Right? Similarly, neurology is a branch of medical science that deals with human brain. Human brain. Deals with human brain. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Whereas remaining option, heat. So, study of heat is called thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. So, whereas a study of eyes is called ophthalmology. Ophthalmology. Whereas study of veins is called vascular studies. Vascular studies. Whereas study of human brain is called neurology. Right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 45. A series is given with one term missing. Select the correct alternative from the given ones that will complete the series. Here, the first one is, so G2X. G2X. Here, the first letter is G and the second number is 2 and third letter is X. Right? So, in the second term, we have J4V. J4V. In the third term, we have M8T. Right? In the fourth term, we need to find, and the fifth term is S32. Right? S32P. Right? Now consider all first letters and their positional values. Right? So first letter is G. Its positional value is 7. And first letter of second term is J. Its positional value is 10. Therefore, we can write G plus 3 as J. Right? And first letter of the third term is M, which is 13. Therefore, we can write J plus 3, 10 plus 3 as M. Right? Therefore, to get first letter of the fourth term, we have to add 3 to M. So, M is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16, which is P. Therefore, first letter of the fourth term is P. Right? Now, consider the numbers. 2, 4, 8. So, 4 is twice of 2. Right? 2 into 2 into 2 is 4. Right? Whereas 4 into 2 is 8. To get the second number, right, of the fourth term, we need to multiply 8 by 2. Therefore, the second number is 16. Right? So, P16. Consider, so the last term also, 16 into 2 is 32. Therefore, our answer is verified here. Right? Whereas P plus 3 is yes. Right? Now consider third letters. X and V. X is 24. V is 22. Therefore, we can write X minus 2 as V. Whereas T is 20. Therefore, V minus 2 as T. Therefore, to get third letter in the fourth term, we need to subtract 2 from T. Right? So, 20 minus 2 is 18, which is R. Therefore, third letter is R in the fourth term. Right? So, you can verify the answer R minus 2. R is 18 minus 2 is 16, which is P. Therefore, fourth term is P16R. So, look at the options. Option A is the right answer. Question 46. In a certain code language, Maharaja is written as ZNUNENWN. How will raindrop be coded as in that language? Here the positional value of each letter I've written. So Maharaja is written as. So we'll write Maharaja MAHARARAJA. Right? So here M is coded as Z. Right? So positional value of M is 13. Z is 26. Therefore, we can write M plus 13 as Z. Right? So A is coded as N. So A is 1, N is 14. Therefore, A plus 13 is N. So H is 8. H is 8. So add 13 to 8. You will get 21 is the positional value of U. Therefore, H is coded as U. Similarly, A is 1 plus 13. So is coded as N. R is 18. 18 plus 13 is 31. So 31 is nothing but 26 plus 5 is 31. So 5 is the positional value for E. Therefore, R is coded as E. Right? Similarly, A. Again, A plus 13 is N. J is 10. 10 plus 13 is 23, which is the positional value of W. J plus 13. So to each letter, we need to add 13. Right? Therefore, Maharaja is coded as JNUNENWN. Right? Similarly, raindrop. So we'll consider raindrop. RAINDROP. Right? So R plus 13. Add 13 to each letter. R is 18. 18 plus 13 is 31. 31 is nothing but, yes, 26 plus 5. So 5 is the positional value of E. So R is coded as E. Right? Consider the previous case. Here A is coded as N. Add 13 to A, you will get N. I is 9. 9 plus 13 is 22. Right? 22 is the positional value of V. N is 14. 14 plus 13 is 27. 27 is nothing but 26 plus 1. Right? So 1 is the positional value of A. Therefore, N should be coded as A. D is 4. 4 plus 13. Add 13. Right? 4 plus 13 is 17. 17 is the positional value of Q. Similarly, R. R is coded as E. Already we have calculated. O is 15. 15 plus 13 is 28. 28 is nothing but 26 plus 2, which is B. And P is coded as. P is 16. 16 plus 13 is 29. Right? 29 is 26 plus 3, which is C. Therefore, raindrop. Code for raindrop is ENVA QEBC. ENVA, yes, QEBC, option A. ENVA QEBC, option A is the right answer. Question 47. In the following question, select the missing number from the given series. Here the first number is 49. Second number is 46. So first number minus 3 gives second number. Right? It's very easy question. Third number is 43. So second number minus 3. Again subtract 3 from the previous number. Right? And the next number is 40. So which is 43 minus 3. And the next number should be 40 minus 3, which is 37. Therefore, the fifth number is 37, option B. Right? Just verify the answer. 37 minus 3 is 34. Right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 48. Choose the alternative which is an odd word or number or letter pair out of the given alternatives. Momentum, acceleration, velocity, and energy. Here, momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Right? Here, mass is a scalar quantity. Mass is a scalar quantity. And velocity is a vector quantity. Right? Therefore, the product of a scalar and vector quantity is again a vector quantity. Right? So it is denoted with an arrow mark. right? Like this, mass into velocity. So what are scalar and vector quantities? Scalar quantities are the quantity which have only magnitude, not the direction. So scalar quantities have only magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but a number. Say for example, mass of a body is 10 kg. It's only a number, right? Whereas velocity, right? The body is moving with a velocity 10 meter per second in some direction, right? Here velocity has direction. Therefore, it is a scalar vector quantity, not scalar vector quantity. So here vector quantities are the quantities which have both magnitude and direction. Which have both magnitude and direction. Right? Therefore, momentum is a vector quantity because it is the product of mass and velocity. Since velocity is a vector quantity, momentum is also a vector quantity. Consider second option, acceleration. So acceleration is velocity by time, right? Velocity by time. Since velocity is a vector quantity, acceleration is also a vector quantity. Consider velocity, again a vector quantity. But the last option, energy, is a scalar quantity, right? So first three are vector quantities. The last, energy, is a scalar quantity. So general formula is E is mc square. So m is mass, a scalar quantity. C is velocity of light. So it is universal. Therefore, it is a scalar quantity. So it is irrespective of the direction. Therefore, product of mass and velocity of light square is also a scalar quantity. Right? Therefore, option D is odd one, which is the answer. Question 49. Choose the mirror image of the following. A exclamatory, B at the rate of, C hash, D dollar symbol, E and percentage symbol. Right? Here when a mirror is placed at AB, the image of the given numbers and marks, right? So it looks like here percentage mark. So image of the percentage mark occurs first. So its image will be like this. Right? So its image will be like this. Since percentage mark is not a symmetrical one, so image of the percentage mark looks like this. And next comes E. So mirror image of E will be like this. So next comes dollar symbol. So image is like this. And next comes D. So next comes D. So image of D looks like this. Right? Next comes hash. Hash looks like this. Right? Image of hash. Next comes C. C, image of C will be like this. Next comes at the rate of. At the rate of. So image of at the rate looks like this. Right? Next comes B. So image of B will be like this. So all of these figures are not symmetrical one. So except exclamatory mark and A, these two are symmetrical figures. So exclamatory looks like same as the original one. And A also looks like same. Since A and exclamatory are symmetrical one, that means when a line passes through midpoint of any figure, if it divides the figure into two equal parts, it is called a symmetrical figure. Symmetrical figure. Even exclamatory mark, if you consider exclamatory mark, an imaginary line, when it passes through the midpoint of the exclamatory mark, it divides this mark into two parts, small parts, right? Therefore, these two are symmetrical figures, so their image will be same as the original one, and the remaining are not the symmetrical figures. Therefore, we will get the exact mirror image of the given figure, right? So look at the options. So option C is the right answer. So mirror image of the given figures and numbers will be like this. Option C. Question 50. Pointing to Geeta, Ram said, his sister's mother is the daughter-in-law of my father's mother. How is Geeta's mother related to Ram? Here, students, let us make a family tree using some symbols. Here, we use a circular symbol or slightly an oval symbol for all females, right? And a square or slightly square for all males, or a rectangle, right? So, a horizontal line for all siblings, and double horizontal line for married couple, and a vertical line or slightly slanted lines for difference of generation. Difference of generation. That means from mother to son, mother to daughter, or father to son, or father to daughter, or grandparents to father or mother, like that. Difference of generation, right? So consider the given line. Pointing to Gita, Ram said, his sister's mother. Here, gender of Gita. Here, Ram said his sisters means Gita's sister, not Ram's sister, right? So pointing to Gita, Ram is telling his sister's mother means we have to consider Gita as male here. Though the name is female's name, so we need to consider Gita as male. His sisters, that means Gita has a sister. His sisters, right? Sister is a female. Sister's mother is, so sister's mother is the daughter-in-law of my father's mother, right? So his sister's mother is daughter-in-law of my father's mother, means, so my father means mother is married to Ram's father. My father means Ram's father. Ram's father and Gita's sister's mother, they are married couple, right? So this mother is daughter-in-law of my father's mother. So Ram's father's mother, that means female, right? So his sister's mother is daughter-in-law of my father's, Ram's father's mother. That means Ram has a sister, and according to the question, he has a brother called Gita, right? Right? Therefore, the question is, how is Gita's mother related to Ram? So, Gita's mother is this person, which I am showing now, is also mother of Ram, right? Therefore, Gita's mother is related to Ram as mother, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. So, Gita's mother is Ram's mother also. Because Ram and Gita are siblings, even the sister, they have a sister, they are siblings. Therefore, Gita's mother is related to Ram as mother. Option A is the right answer. With this, I am completing this paper. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you all the best for your future exams.